What is up YouTube, it's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to take our first look at Elsa Bloodstone. This brand new general release is a blaster and she's going to cost 90 CP. Now first of all, her sprite looks amazing, and she comes equipped with two powerful passives. The first of these is Blood Gem Choker, immune to harmful magic effects. Takes reduced damage from magic attacks, restores some health after recharge, and removes harmful status effects after recharge. After that, of course, she also has Monster Hunter. All actions of an enemy with Hunter's Mark are counterattacked with Hunter's Shot. Hunter's Shot causes bleeding and pain to the target, and applies Rising Up to Elsa Bloodstone. Those seem like incredible passives with a lot to offer. And we're just getting started with Elsa. Now moving on to her in-game abilities. First of all, she has Double Tap. This is going to be a ranged gun magic attack that applies Bane and Exhausted to one enemy. And that's on her level 1. So Bane and Exhausted on that level 1, I like that a lot. Next, moving on to her level 2, Tea Time. It's a quick action debuff, but it's also a multi-function. Tea Time is going to apply Hunter's Mark to one enemy. This causes them to take extra damage, but only one enemy target can be marked with Hunter's Mark at a time. Finally, it applies Rising Up to Elsa as well. As for the multi-function, it's got a really cool icon, and it's called Gravedigger. A single target melee attack that's also a quick action and applies near fatal. So yeah, another incredible ability. You gotta love that it's a quick action. Let's hope that this awesomeness continues, moving on to the Blazing Boomstick. This level 6 attack is an AoE ranged gun magic attack that applies Soulfire, so takes magic damage every turn. Also removes beneficial status effects when applied, and counts as burning. On top of this, it applies an AoE Despair, so it removes and prevents res effects, as well as most healing while active. Yeah, that's sick. As for her level 9, it's the Slayer. A ranged gun magic attack, single target, that has Blessed Bullets, 150% damage to undead, vampires, demons, and, most importantly, targets with the Hunter's Mark. It also has Ethereal Strike and Finest Hour. Okay, well, this character, on first look, I would recommend picking up. But of course, we do have to try her out and level her up before we really know. By the way, the second screen basically just shows Gravedigger. Everything else seems to be the same. But we are most certainly going to recruit her for 90 CP. And then we'll take a brief look at her in PvE action. First though, of course, we have to see her recruitment dialogue. So, moving on to that. Ever hear of the Bloodstone's agent? You should have. We are the best at slaying the things that go bump in the night. Just don't spill my tea and we'll get along fine. Alright, so there we go, and just to move on, like I said, to a quick PvE battle. Unfortunately, both training bays are in use, so we can't train her to level 2 just yet. That means this first look is going to be very brief, but following that, we're going to take a look at the new simulator challenges as well. If you haven't seen them, they are definitely worth checking out. So to be honest with you, I'm going to run through an entire set for one class, and then that's where we'll end the video. But you don't have to worry, I'm going to level Elsa as fast as I can, and we'll definitely have her up and running in PvP within a week. Possibly even faster with these new sims. You'll see what I mean. Right now though, we are going to go ahead and give her 2 extra turns, which is kind of overkill. But at least we'll get a good look at Double Tap. It's pretty awesome how she carries those 2 guns and fires them both, each one single-handed. Of course, with her level 2, she's going to get only better. But there's really nothing I can do right now with 2 heroes training. So there it is, our very quick look at a level 1 Elsa. And now off to the brand new sims. By the way, her and Kamala Khan do have a few things in common. Well, I'm assuming for Elsa. but a hard-hitting level 9 that has Finest Hour. Still though, we know Kamala Khan isn't that great, so there's going to be a lot better Finest Hour / Rising Up teams. Now in the simulator, you're going to notice Blaster, Tactician, Infiltrator, Scrapper, Bruiser, and Generalist training. When you click on any one of these, of course it does show that there's 3 challenges, and it says each tier of training awards significantly more XP. Unlock and replay Tier 3 for the biggest XP reward. Also, for completing each of these, we'll get 5 CP. So not a bad reward as well. I think the biggest gift though is going to be that XP, as you're going to find out. I'm going to go ahead and run through the Tactician one. And yes, I wish my Emma Frost was 15, and I should have worked on that at the beginning of the season. However, the good news is, as you see, you can switch their costumes and basically run them as different types. So here's a list of my tacticians, for example, and we're going to use Psylocke. This first fight appears to be extremely easy because it's 3 tacticians against 1 blaster. So yeah, the sims are going to be a triple whatever the class you choose type. It's not even a one-on-one or anything hard like that. Truthfully, I didn't even worry about setting them up. Whatever they had on them, I just took them in. Now with all the attacks we're going to get from this blaster, it shouldn't take too long. And Star-Lord's even going to give us a few more. Not to mention mental coordination kicking in. So just like that, Hammer's almost gone, and we'll use a Rock's Fall, which does have Fatal Blow. That should do it. So let's see what kind of XP we get for the first leg of this challenge. Okay, it's 425 for that short and easy fight. Basically, the top leveling spots are all going to have to change because of these incredible training sims. But you know what? You ain't seen nothing yet. The next fight's going to be a 2-boss battle, 1 blaster, and 1 tactician. By the way, I also don't know, but these early fights may change. You might face different bosses, and I'll get into that more later. First of all, in a battle like this, you kind of want to keep the blaster alive and take advantage of his extra turns he's going to give you. In all honesty, we're going to have plenty of attacks to go around, so I am kind of sharing the wealth. Even with that being the case though, Vulture will be kind of our first priority. So yeah, at this point he's almost knocked out, and we'll just use our mental trauma, although we could have played that a little better. Still, Emma's going to get another turn, and we'll use it again. Now as you can see, the second challenge is also very easy, but it does matter what level your heroes are. The thing about it being 3 heroes though means you can bring in a higher level to help out your lower level heroes. So I really don't think it's going to be a huge problem. And we got 646 XP. That's pretty sick, but still nothing yet. In this final challenge, it is 2 waves, and we have a blaster in the first one and an infiltrator in the second. An infiltrator, of course, could be a slight problem for tacticians, but we have some good ones with some stealthy attacks. All in all, that should help us out quite a bit. Now we're going to try to get our extra attack by attacking a blaster first, and then also placing Psychic Tap on Avalanche. So when the enemy Blizzard attacks, he's already hurt very badly, and he gives us some extra turns. So we'll hit him once, then spread the love to Avalanche. It really doesn't matter how you spread out your attacks. But for me, we're just going to use a spray and pray. However, we get a 12% of a plan, so let's knock Blizzard out. Avalanche, as you remember, has Mental Anguish, so after attacking, he's going to take big damage as well. Next up, with Star-Lord, I'm going to use his Rock's Fall, and that'll finish him off with a Fatal Blow. So now the only slightly tricky wave, the one with the Infiltrator Sauron, and Lizard. First I'm going to concentrate on Lizard, so we'll use our Psychic Tap on him. We'll drop him before he gains too many buffs. After Mental Anguish is applied, we also get a follow-up from Psylocke, so Lizard is down quite a bit on HP. Sort of. Unfortunately, Star-Lord does get hypnotized, but we'll just use an AoE attack on his turn. Lizard then uses a tail wipe, so he's down to 5700 HP. I know our Psylocke's a little bit hurt, but I'm still not worried. In fact, like I said, we're going to use our level 1, and so we don't have to worry about hitting our own teammates. Plus he gives rising up buffs. Then with Psylocke we'll use Telekinetic Katana as a quick action because of her AISO. So we do at least have that on her. Then I'm going to use Mental Coordination. Now with Emma, we can freely attack that infiltrator. First though, we'll give back some stamina to our team. Then a Psychic Tap. You know what that means. As soon as he hits us, he takes mental anguish. But yeah, her psychic attacks don't have to worry about his counter. Only her level 2 would. Then with Star-Lord, his level 6 is stealthy, so we can use that as well. Finally, our heavy hitter Psylocke is just going to finish him off, and now we're going to see what that ending reward is going to be. Trust me, it's mind-blowing. 3,708 XP. Because of that, these Sims are as exciting as Elsa, if not more. And she's a great character. In fact, this is going to allow us to level to 15 so much faster. And it's a huge benefit. So thank you so much to the devs. One other thing I will say is I ran it one more time, got the same XP, however the bosses did change. My next time around they had a blaster in wave 1 and wave 2, so it actually got easier. But yeah, that's going to be it for our first look at Elsa and The Sims. So I want to thank you all for watching, ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck, and take care.